Dear friends, good morning. I am Professor Ratash Gupta, former professor of zoology and head of the zoology department, Kurukshetra University, Kurukshetra. During my retired period time, I am fortunate to have developed a hobby of writing poems in English as well as in Hindi, of course more in Hindi as compared to those in English. But it is merely a coincidence that today that I am going to recite a poem. Its heading is Tej Festival Celebrations. And this draft that I am holding will come out as a English poetry book collection when I return to India after spending considerable time in the United States, held up due to COVID-19, and this particular draft of English poems generally deal with my childhood memories, and befitting that, the title of this poetry collection is my poetic portrayal of my childhood memories. And the poem that I am going to recite before you today now is these festival festivities. There are 5 stanzas. It will take 5 minutes, and it will be better if I give you an outline. Here I would recall, there are 10 stanzas. Here I would recall as to how my mother and my sisters would color their palms with mehndi the previous night before going to bed with wet mehndi. In the morning they would get up early in the morning considerably, and then they would rub their hands like this and then apply some mustard oil so that the color get fastened and it will last longer. Secondly, my mother and sister would then prepare so-called pakwan. There was a big bhagona container, and my mother would fill it up to the brims with various pakwans like kachoris, puris, meetha, sweet pudas, namkeen pudas, chilas, meethe, and namkeen chilas. And of course there would be kheer also. And in the evening, all the village women would, and all the men, they would gather at a place which in those days vernacular language was known as Bhuda Ret Maidan. And men folk were not in colored clothes. They will go gather there in ordinary clothes. However, compared to this, and much in contrast, all the women, and especially young unmarried and those who were recently married, will turn up in their finest refined clothes, multicolored. And third point, they will rejoice there by dancing. And the knee clothes were that lehenga. That lehenga was more or less just like the English skirt. That is, it was only an inch or so below the so-called ankles, below these your godas. And they would gyrate. It was an art. They would gyrate just like as if some pendulum is gyrating. And yet the art was so strong that those village women in those old days, as a customer, would not wear any underwear. Yet the art was so great that while the lehenga was gyrate, it will gyrate always below the knees and never above that. So these 3-4 things that I am going to tell you. So, and it was great in those days. And let me tell you, we say Tiyan in Punjab, but believe me, the Tees that is celebrated in other part of India, especially northern India, say Rajasthan or southern Haryana in Gurgaon, Faridabad, or in entire Uttar Pradesh, or for that matter in Gwalior, that is much intense, more joyful, more overall syllabus of the niceties, and one feels pleased, and the tension and stress of life spirit सफेद, just like the spirit. First stanza. These festival bring in all, bring surmounting merriment and pleasure. These festival brings surmounting merriment and pleasure all around. Eye catching abound multicolored dresses, a sure promise to merrymaking and dancing, a silent decision by women folk to dance in a subconscious state, to place them, to lodge them in trance. Trance, Trance. Second, my childhood, these memories are sweet. My childhood, these memories are sweet to recall with gaiety and glamour. These festivities were distinct. These festivities were distinct in themselves. They were classical in themselves. Young, married and unmarried village women folk in particular were more delightful and were more excited. Third, in my well-knit family, in my own personal well-knit family, these was very special, but in a different way. These festivities would herald happiness. These festivities will herald happiness in my family, in multi-fold faceted and rituals. There are more rituals in my family. Time for energizing the soul and the self. Fourth, first mark of these festivities was my elder sisters and mother would always embellish their hand palms with henna called mehndi the previous night before going to bed, and the following morning would smear with mustard oil to fasten its brilliant mehndi color. Fifth, the dancing women in their youth would appear as if they were dancing dolls and damsels and beautiful damsels with resplendent face and well-built bodies, curvaceous ones, and in their super multicolored attire were amusing like living fairy ladies freshly arrived from the heavens. Their perfection in gyrations was an awesome art. Their perfection in gyrations while dancing was an awesome art. Their knee-long lehengas would flow in the air like a parachute, oblong pulsating heart. Fifth, silently and fully immersed these festivities, my mother would deep fry a special food as pakwan, that is puris, sweet puras, dal kachoris, with asafetida, namkeen pakodas, and kheer and halwa. It was called in popular vernacular language as pakwan, mouth-watering and awesome in taste. Sixth, a spacious bhagona container, what you call in Punjabi as patila. A spacious bhagona will be packed to the brim with the pakwan. I will enjoy this delicious pakwan till the night of the Teej festivals, Teej day, and as every other member of our well-knit family would enjoy also the same food. These festivities were abound and were rich, celebrations indeed. Seventh, all the village men and women, all the village men and women were curious to descend down and to congregate in one corner of the village called Bhuda Reth, outside the village outskirts. Brown sand filled Maidan, brown sand filled that Bhuda Maidan was open, vast, dotted with trees. Young married women in gorgeous colored dresses were immense focus of our everybody's joy in one corner of that congregation. Menfolk would play and witness kushti and kabaddi. Young pahlwans would dare to win or lose the bouts. Those competitions were source of free entertainment for all of us. Also, adolescent lads would draw inspiration to win or lose in future that kind of competitions. Ninth, I would ever and always recall these festivities. I would always, ever and always recall these festivities. Though today 200 kilometers away from my natal village, and at this point of time when I am reciting this poem, though today 17,000 kilometers away from my natal place in United States, I still recall my natal place, village Moina, which is unique and wonderful and special to me. Our Teej Utsav will keep glowing like the night stars ever and always, to glisten my soul, my heart, to glisten and brighten my heart, soul and my personality. Now this is episode 1 of the Teej festival, episode 2 next. Thank you so much.